Hello, permission granted friends. I am in a home away from home for the weekend. I did something really crazy, I can't speak. I guess that's what happens when you don't speak for a while. Maybe you forget how to speak. I did something real crazy, and I mentioned to my husband about a week ago that I just kind of felt like I needed a break. And so I am in a hotel room. And it's been quite wonderful. As you can see, I managed to get dressed and get out of pajamas. I made that a priority because I knew that would help me actually accomplish some things and get some things done, which I wanted to do. I didn't want it to be completely solely lay in bed, watch TV / read a book. I wanted to actually accomplish a few things. So I kind of toyed with the idea of, some time away. And upon voicing it, it made a lot of sense for me. And my amazing husband was fully on board, booked it, made it happen. So here I am in this special place that space that I can just work on some things. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon, is trying to get a few things done. But I just want to, I know it's been a long time since I've done a Facebook Live, and I don't know, it's another thing that I have to give myself permission granted for, right? Because there's nobody saying, Bethany, where is your video? There's nobody saying, Bethany, what are you going to talk about next week when you get on your live? And so it's something that I have to just make myself do. So here I am. Even if nobody's watching, which at this point it appears that there is nobody watching. So I'm basically talking to the wall. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy to talk to the wall. There's no one else here for me to talk to, which is a fantastic, wonderful thing. I'm not complaining that there's nobody else here in this room necessarily. But I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the post that I did this week, because I don't know, it was just one of those things that I felt like I had to say. It's one of those things that sometimes as women, I feel like that we have to really fight to give ourselves permission to step into what we're made for. And the post last week talked about how we have to put some things down in order to pick up our purpose, in order to pick up possibility, and in order to pick up passion. So I thought I would just share one of the things that I've had to put down. One of the things that I've had to give myself permission to let go of in order to step into what God is calling me to, in order to step into what I can't even like it's more painful to not step in and to not speak than it is to step into. It's more scary to stay. It's more scary to wonder what if. It's more scary for me to keep backing away from the edges that keep appearing in my life. And so I keep kind of forcing myself to venture to the edges and step into those gaps and pursue what I need to know. So one of the things, hi Marissa, one of the things I had to put down, I had to put down the fear of failure. Failure and I are good buddies. There's probably there's always been a spot for failure. Like, I've always carried it with me. I've always had, I've factored it into everything, it's what made my decision so many times, was the fear of failure. And so I had to put that down. I can't necessarily hold the fear of failure and also step into purpose, possibility, and my passion. You know, sometimes they're diametrically opposed to each other. And so in order to go to the edge and step into the gap and go where I'm supposed to go, I had to let go of some things, and failure just had to go. It didn't make the cut. I would say failure was very sad. And he tries to come back. He tries to sneak in my purse, so I keep carrying him around and I keep kicking him out. But I've realized that I don't know if this is an age thing. I think it's me, a personality thing / age thing. I don't know. But I don't need to apologize for where I am. Because sometimes, you know, I sit there and think, well, gosh, if I had just started writing, like seriously 10 years ago, imagine where I would be and all of that stuff. And so that only drains energy from trying to move forward, from trying to get to where you're want to get to. So we don't have to apologize for where we are. The key is to not stay there. And that's what I've had to give myself permission to move forward, permission granted to strive, to try, to fail, to have a couple of wins here or there, permission to be creative, permission to go to a hotel for the weekend, just to have some space, to think through some things, to dream, to you know, plan for what's next. Not that I've done a lot of that, but I've done a little bit of that, and it feels good. So I'm starting to get to a good place for this. So don't apologize for where you are, and don't apologize for learning. Don't apologize for asking questions. You know, you figure out what you need to figure out, and follow the people that know what they're doing and ask them questions. Most people are very, very willing to share their knowledge, which is a beautiful thing. It's a very wonderful thing. So my post next week, I'm going to talk about something that we're tempted to pick up, but that when we do, it actually inhibits the impact that we can have. So I'm excited about writing that. I'm excited about sharing it next week. I've got some ideas that I need to put down on paper. Hi, Mom. Hi, Karen. So I am excited about the post next week, and I hope that you guys will stay tuned to hear that, to see that post. And yeah, soon I will be working on April's newsletter. March got out a little bit late, and you know what? I had to say, it's okay, Bethany, it's okay. It was a crazy week. The newsletter, the permission slip did not get out as scheduled. So I'm going to try to do better for April. So is there anything you guys want to know about? Is there anything you want me to talk about? Hi, Jonathan. So yeah, let me know if there's, let me know. I want to know where you're stuck. I want to know, you know, the edges that you keep turning away from. I want to venture to the edges together. I want us to help each other out, because I'm learning that fear's job, and I can't remember the name, Robin somebody. I'll have to look it up for you. I'll put it in the comments. But she had this fantastic quote, which of course I'm going to share at some point. But she said that fear's job is to keep us safe. I cannot tell you how much sense that makes to me. I cannot tell you how it's scary to step into things that you've never done, things that you don't even quite feel you're adept at. It's scary. But we don't have to stay in this place of fear. We can let fear, instead of keeping us where we are, we can allow fear to get us where we need to be. We have to change our relationship with fear. And sometimes we have to talk to fear. Like this one lady that I saw on this webinar, she was like, you know, oh, I think it's Elizabeth Gilbert. I believe it's from her that she was saying that, you know, fear sometimes comes along with us. It just has to sit in the back seat and doesn't get to choose the music. But sometimes it comes along with us, and that's okay. Fear can propel us to where we need to be. So I just want to challenge us with that, like me too, that fear's job is to keep us safe, but we have to change the job description of fear. We have to allow it to motivate us, to propel us forward, to approach those gaps that we have in our lives, and not be afraid of those edges, so that we can get to where we need to be. So stay tuned next week. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a great St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I'll be wearing green, of course. Of course, I have my outfit all picked out over there. And guess what I'm doing tomorrow? A little bit more permission granted here. I'm running my very own 5K. What? I know. Who says that you have to go to the Publix 5K, pay the money, deal with all the logistics? I wanted to run a 5K on my birthday, and a couple friends are going to run with me along the Chattahoochee River, and we're going to do our own thing at our own time, and then get cleaned up and go grab breakfast. I'm super pumped. So, I mean, I'm hopeful that I can run the whole thing. So I've only been training for about 3 weeks, but, I think I'll be okay. If not, if I have to pause and walk for a few paces, that's okay. Yeah. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny Maxwell. I love you too, Mom. Oh, these are my earrings I got last year. These things are a year old already. That's crazy. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, my sister. So yeah, permission granted to make up your own 5K. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So if the next time you see me online or, you know, in person and I look like I'm in pain, that's probably the reason, is because I did a 5K. So, yeah. So go ahead and pursue those edges, friends, and we'll see you online. Thanks, Tiff. Yeah, I'm excited. I did something really crazy yesterday, and when I got here, I went and worked out in the workout facility, which I don't know if I've ever really done that. So it was great. I got to watch Fixer Upper while I ran on the treadmill. It was fantastic. So, yeah, I'm going to head out to dinner here in a little bit. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And, you know, feel free to share in the comments, even when this is done. You can watch this anytime. If you're just now watching a replay, welcome. I'm glad you're here. But tell me where you're stuck, or what edge you're approaching, or what edge you're trying to turn around and walk away and run from. So, go out and make sure you pursue permission granted.